is nearly top. Look, Jacobite height.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. A step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Well, morning people. It's Saturday, the 7th of May. It's just before 6:30 in the morning. Just going to have a coffee, let the tent dry out a little bit. And got my gear out ready just to chuck the tent away. I'm sitting on the coast of Loch Lubnaig. Just a wee walk, I'm on a wee headland. Just in the sort of middle of the loch. It's been quite nice. Nice and comfortable. Ducks quacking. Let's go to the point. If I look up each side of the loch. Coffee will take a few minutes anyway. So that's the idea, that's the plan. It's quite a nice morning. I walked down the side of that loch pretty much, and there's the masts of the hill at the back there. And zoom in on this, still getting used to this camera. That wee hill in the distance there, there's some masts sticking up in it, passed there yesterday. So yeah, and there's a place over there, and there we stopped for with my missus and my wee dog Arnie. God bless his soul. Picking stones up and running in the water. Right, so yeah, big crag and everything behind us, look. Camped in there, and it's just stunning. Stunning. Scotch mist in the hill up there. So we're heading in. Excuse me. We're heading in that direction. And that point on the left. Let's see if we can make that a bit lighter. Must from that point on the left, and then head to Strathyre, then on to Kingshouse, and then up towards Killen. So hi. Just have a bit, get the sky in. It's just lovely, isn't it? Right, coffee should be nearly done. Gonna get that, get packed up and head off. So catch you later, folks. Cheerio. Right folks, that's us all packed up and headed off. That's the wee headland that I slept at last night in Loch Lubnaig. Right, that way. And we're still following this path. It used to be the old railway line between Callander and Oban. And we're going up Loch Lubnaig. And it's just stunning. So the path goes this way towards Strathyre. So, catch you on the way. Cheerio. Look at that. Highland cows and Loch Lubnaig. There's a mum and a baby on the left there, and a black one on the right. That's as close as this camera will get. And they've got the kit legs on it. Look at that. That mountain up there. It's just stunning. How's that for a view? Imagine living there. Amazing. Some lucky people in the world. Good on them. Right folks, you come up the hill there, still on this path that used to be the old railway line. And then there's a Y fork there, you take the right hand side and come up this way. And above Loch Lubnaig. And on the right hand side you've got the forest. And everything's covered in moss. There's a few wee burns and things, wee streams. It's just stunning. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. Let's see what this is like walking now. Got my carrier bag with the rubbish. Put in the first bin I find. Isn't it just glorious? Isn't that just beautiful? It's so good to be up in the hill. My mood is definitely lifting, folks. Last couple of days, definitely. Just because you're a man doesn't mean to say you shouldn't talk to people. Lovely. I'll probably mention it at some point, but I might as well do it now. I don't know, 3 months ago maybe, I was at work, took the machine in charge, went to the toilet. I remember drying my hands in the dryer, and then the next thing I was aware of, I'm driving round the roundabout at Scots Corner, which is about 152 miles north of where I live, in Peterborough, England. Don't remember anything at all in between, nothing at all. tried to keep going to work. My mood just wasn't right at all. Didn't feel myself. A couple of weeks later I went to the doctor and was diagnosed with depression. So I was given 2 weeks off. Went back after that. Given another 2 weeks off by a different doctor. And then went back after that. Was given another 2 or 3 weeks by a different doctor. So all in all, somebody's left some rubbish. All in all, I've had, the last one was the 5th doctor. She signed me off for another 3 weeks. It was just over a week ago. So my good lady decided that I needed a walk, and so did I. I was planning for a walk before I became ill, to come up here a week earlier, but obviously because of the state of my mind and the fact I've just been on sick pay rather than my normal wage, I didn't think I could do it. But mentally this is just what I needed. I've been so low the last three months or so, and the last few weeks not helped. Well, I've been on tablets for about 3 weeks now. I can't remember what the chemical is. It's the one you get in chocolate and stuff. It makes you feel high, makes you feel good. So, but I've not noticed any difference in my mood with the pills apart from the other day. But I think that's just being up here, Aberfoyle onwards. I just seem to have gone back to myself. That's the best way to put it. Look at that. That would do it, wouldn't it? So, whether it's depression, anxiety, anything else, talk. Don't bottle it up, because something will give. That's what's happened to me. The hardest thing for me is learning not to say that I'm fine. You know, people ask you, "You alright?" I'm fine. It's just automatic, but when you're not fine, you should talk about it and share it. Don't bottle things up and go mad. And so ends this. And so ends the sermon of today. Right, look at that. That's where I'm heading. Right, I'll catch you on the trail, look. Right, I'll catch you on the trail, folks. Cheerio. I'm going along the path on the bottom and I've just seen this wee thing through the trees. Like an old hut. Where it's covered in moss and stuff. On the wee river. Just way up and down the path. It's lovely. Quite dark for us and all. Yeah, it's lovely. Right the way through it. That's 1 in 200. Yeah. Right, path goes this way. So. That's Loch Lubnaig. Make the path. There you are, Davy. Right folks, we're still on this old railway line. About 2 miles from Strathyre now. I just can't keep stopping. It's just stunning. Just lifting my spirits so much. Can't remember the name of these hills. I've been on here loads of times, but I've not done these ones. And I've checked, I've definitely not done Ben Lady either. That one's Creag Bheag or something? I can't remember. It's got a funny name. Mind you, they're all Gaelic names around here. Creag Bheag. I can't pronounce that right, I can't remember. Creag something, that one there. That one I'm not sure of. I'll put the names up in the video somewhere. It's just stunning. It's good dark. It's light. I'm still getting used to this camera. Right. Down that way, just where that wee white buildings are on the left. Let's zoom in a bit. On the left. Strathyre is just round the corner there, just behind the dark trees. It's about 2 miles. So, right, I'll stop in now, get some milk, coffee and a wee rest, and head on to Kingshouse. I'm just going to take my sign because I just want to enjoy it, you know. Beats being depressed, doesn't it? So, yeah, Strathyre. Catch you along the way if I see something I like. Cheerio. Just seen some deer up in there. Seen the tail end of the deer going up into the hills. Just underneath that down tree there. Two or three. I couldn't make out how many. Wow, this place is amazing. I'm loving this, I can't stop stopping. It's beautiful. The first deer I've seen the whole walk so far. Put up a mess in there. Yeah, wild red deer on the side of Loch Lubnaig. Smashing. think I'll keep the camera out because I dare say there might be more along here. Catch you in a minute. Right folks, we come down out of the hills, through the trees. There's a wee headland that was slept at over there. Through the trees, up into the hills, back down again to here. There's a wee sign there, look. Calendar 7, Strathyre 2. So, that brings you over this, which would have been one of the old railway bridges. And metal bridge. Still got some train track bits on it. Take you over this wee stream here, which is gorgeous. There's a building over there. The line goes straight. This place is lovely. Oh yeah, some lucky people. So, Strathyre is just over there, behind that dark trees. So, catch you there or somewhere along the line. Right, catch you soon. Cheerio! Right folks, less than a mile to Strathyre. There's a couple of old cottages. One there, one here. A tree growing out. Probably remnants of the clearances days. Shame. Right. Weather's holding so far. After some fancy buildings, keep going straight to this wee zigzaggy bit. And the view's lovely. Can't remember the name of that hill either. Right folks, gonna have a wee moan. The signage is a wee bit shite. I've passed the sign down the bottom there. 2 miles to the other side of that white roof. Passed the sign down there. Saying a mile. Come up the hill. So I've come about 1/4 of a mile. And there's a sign there. Strathyre a mile. Calendar 9. So signage is not very good. Yeah, signage is alright, but the distance is not sure. So I come up the hill to this. And that's just stunning. Oh, there's a beautiful loch. Beautiful loch. And cows down there. Right, I'm gonna crack on. Mile to go. Another mile. Mile after mile after mile. Just to make a mind up. I've only got wee legs. Cheerio. You come up that hill, just done a mile, and then a mile before that. Both of those signs said Strathyre Village a mile. Come up here, so I've done another 2 miles, get to another sign, Strathyre Village, 1 mile ahead. Really not good enough, people. Right, after you come up the hill, there's 2 wee benches. One's a memorial bench. And what have you they've given this person? The memory of this person. This is stunning. There's a campsite down there somewhere. Isn't that lovely? Stunning. Right. So yet again, we're just under a mile. yet again, just under a mile from Strathyre. That's 3 times. Not good enough. Sort your signage out, people. Right, catch you further down. Going to the cafe. Right folks, we'll come through Strathyre, get in these forests and get to a sign. Falls of Lenny, 7 miles, calendar 9. Kingshouse 2, Lochearnhead 5, Killen 13. And you can go left here to Balquidder, which is where Rob Roy's buried. But I'm going to stick with the route. So I'm going to turn right here and head to Kingshouse for a break. Lovely houses. So we're going that way. Catch you further down the road. See you. Right folks, like I was saying, the signage here is absolutely shite. Come down off of that bridge there, up to the corner, more signs with different mileage on them. Kingshouse that way, 2 miles. That's quite nice. So I'm actually in Strathyre. I've been here for about an hour and a half. I had a decent break and a chat with a guy called Rory from Belfast. If you see this, Rory, big shout out to you. It's nice meeting you. Hope you have a good time, a good trip. So yeah, Strathyre. Strathyre. I stopped in at the post office there, got a lemon sandwich. So the weather's coming in. And on the post there, there's a Rob Roy sign. Right. So we're going that way. Catch you later. Right folks, you cross over the road there, up the side of the Munro house, the white building on the right, up through this big gate to the old converted chapel. There's this building here on the right. Lovely. It says on the map, we turn left at the converted chapel. We're going up into the hills up there. Smashing. Right, just back information. There's a wee sign there on the post. Right, so up into the hills. Smashing. We're going up there. We're going up there. Shite. Catch you later. Right, so after the wee chapel, there's a wee field with a games park in it. Just a small football thing. You come round behind that and up into the hills, over a couple of little wooden bridges. That's the second bridge there, and that takes you up into the forest. There's a few green arrows around and Rob Roy Way signs as well. So I'm going up through the forest and then up into the hills. It's stunning. That. Amazing. It's threatening to rain, so I'm going to keep the cover on the old bag. Bright blue colour. And my water bottles are empty. I've just got the big 2 litre one in the back.
I'll keep that in there for now. Right, we're going up the hills and then down the other side to King's House. I'm going to stop there and get a drink now. Don't know if I got that way or this way. Main path's going up. There's a wee side path there. I think it's this one. Been a long time since I've been along here too. Most of the wee places, the villages, the main streets look pretty much the same. And then there's all the new bits. Usually on the outsides. It's like that everywhere. Ah, this is it. This is it. Aye. Right. I'm going to need both hands, I think, up here. So it's just lovely. So this goes to a height of 265 metres. So I'm going to need a pint by the end of this bit. Catch you later. Cheerio.
Steep.
Right, after you come through the wee path through the woods in the forest, you get to this forestry road and you take a left. It's just beautiful. So we're going up a hill. Ta-da-da. So I'll get you near the top, maybe. Catch you later. Cheerio. Okay folks, so we're carrying up the track after Strathyre, heading towards King's House, up through the forest, Forestry Commission Road, and look at that, try and keep it steady, that's just amazing, amazing. So it carries on up, up and down, up and down. Just stunning. Right, gotta go. My phone's just pinged, so not gonna miss it. Catch you in a bit. Cheerio. I'll leave you with that because it's nicer. Look at that. Stunning. Nothing like being out in the wilderness to lift your soul and ease your mind. Ah, certainly don't feel depressed now, folks, that's for sure. Cheerio. That's just amazing. This woodland forest is fascinating. Fantastic. And Debbie Dozy. Just breathtaking. Breathtaking. And the path goes up. Right folks. Still on the Forestry Commission track, going up through the forest, and it's quite a steep climb. The view's lovely down that way, and then you've got forest on the other side of you, at 45-degree angle going up that way, and then you've got the path, avoid a bit that might have ticks on it, and then you've got 45-degree angle going down that way. You're in the middle. It's just breathtaking. So I've stopped in there at that wee parking bit where the forestry guys use to get a break. I've just reached the highest bit, I think. I'm heading downhill. So I thought I'd have a drink. Let me take that blue thing off the pack. It's not going to rain, so not yet anyway. So I'm heading downhill again. There's a couple of easy bits on the map, and then go along the road to the right to the Kingshouse Hotel. So that's the way down. So, aye. It's been a really enjoyable day. Enjoyed it. Right, I'll catch you later. Cheerio. Right folks, I'm still going through this forest, but we're heading on the way down. I tell you, it's just stunning. Deep, deep, deep forests. It's going right up into the hills. Everywhere. Right the way down. I tell you, I've been in forests the best part of a week. And I've only seen 2 deer, the arse end of 2 deer, maybe 3. In one little group, and there's thousands of deer up here, so it makes you think about Bigfoot, doesn't it? You know, there are parks and forests, you could fit the whole of Scotland into some of them, if not England, Ireland and Wales as well. So, and there might only be a couple of hundred Bigfoot, you know, so so if we've got no chance of seeing deer here, and there's thousands in these wee places compared to what they've got, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? I know there's lots of hoaxes and shite and idiots, but I reckon there's some truth in it somewhere. American Indians just think of them as another tribe, so you never know. Anyway, that's the daft thought for today. Or is it? Right, I'm going to crack on. I'm going downhill towards King's House. I might have a pint of Guinness. If I can get another 6 miles the other side of that, then that's me halfway on the walk. So that'll do me. Anywhere along there between King's House and the halfway mark. If I see somewhere nice, tents going up, and that's it. It was a hard slog getting up that hill today. Right, see you in a bit. Cheerio! Right folks, I'm still heading down through the forest towards King's House. Look at this tree. Trees fell down and all the little bits coming off the side. All the new tree growth. Must be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 trees coming off that one. That would have been the branches originally, but they've gone up into their own trees. Look. That's amazing. Very unusual. Right, got all the moss and everything. Still no deer here. Definitely heading down. So, catch you in a wee bit. Cheerio! Right folks, I'm just passing the bit on the path that's got the wee quarry on it. Look at that view, that's stunning. I think that's the road where all the houses are. I think that's the road out to Balquhidder, where Rob Roy's buried. Lovely wee church there. I think it is. I think that's Balquhidder. Lovely wee place. I'll put a picture up somewhere on the screen of his grave. But I'll not be doing that today. I want to crack on with the actual walk. But I've been there loads of times. Pay my respects to the man. So this will be the first time I've been up this way and not been, I think. Like the first time I've been to Aberfoyle earlier on this week and haven't been to my granny's. So, aye. Right, we're heading past the quarry bit, which looks a bit of a mess. And we're heading downhill, so be at King's House soon, I think. Have a pint of Guinness. Bigfoot doesn't get me first. Right folks, that's us at the quarry proper. I know these things are a necessity. They're a bit of a blight in the eyesight, aren't they? big scar in the landscape. Beautiful landscape and a big scar like that. Horrible. But just opposite it, I put some trees up at the edge of a wee car parky type bit. And the view down towards Balquhidder. I'm sure it's Balquhidder. It's pretty nice. There's a road down below me. I think that's the A81 down there. Can't mind. I can hear chickens. Huh. Someone's got chickens. There's a bird of prey down there. Wow. Smashing. Don't know what that was. I'll try and find out on the camera when I get home. Yeah, there's the road. That's what it is. I can definitely hear chickens. Look at that wee farm over there. And cuckoos everywhere. Still no deer or big feet. Right, we're heading down for sure. Not far now. I'm just enjoying it and taking my time. That's what it is for me. It's not rushing, bang, bang, bang. I want to see places and feel in touch with the place and enjoy it. I'm an old git, so you have to walk slower when you get older. So I'm not 30 anymore. I can't go bang, bang, bang anymore like that. Not on the walks anyway. Goodbye. So after the quarry up there, you head downhill and you're back in beautiful forest again. It's just breathtaking, this. Love it, love it, love it. Look at that. That's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Love it. Oh, it's done me world of good, this. Right. Just under 2 miles to Kingshouse. I keep stopping because I'm just amazed. Well, that's if the map's right. Just under 2 miles. A couple of zigzags down onto the road, and then you go along the road to Kingshouse, pretty much. So, unless something else takes my fancy, which I probably will in about another 5 minutes, I'll see a deer, which I haven't seen on this bit yet. This was yesterday. Or this morning, I can't remember now. This morning. Right, I'm gonna go. Oh, it's lovely. Catch you later. Cheerio. Right, folks. Basically just stay on the main path all the way down. And you get to this road here and you turn right. There's the Kingshouse Market Garden there. And the road goes down here. Kingshouse is on the right. It was taking too long so I kept stopping to film the things. So I thought I'd leave it for a bit and get here. Get some soup. Head up. Linogle, I think it is. Excuse me. Right, stopped in at Kingshouse for some fish and chips and a pint of Guinness. It's now called More something, More 8 or something. I'm sure I stuck with the original name, but there you go. Right, so we're heading down. I don't know whether to go and see Rob Roy's grave or not, especially the way I'm dressed. It says 2 miles there. I mean 2 miles back as well, so I don't know. But it's going to rain soon, so I need to find somewhere to sleep. And that's a camping management zone there. So I camp just on the edge of it, see? Or do I go that way? Decisions. I think that's to take you to the road. It's just for him. Let's see what this sign says here. I wouldn't imagine there'd be much traffic along here anyway. Head off that way. Right, so you come down from what used to be the King's House down to here. And you get to this. Right, Lochearnhead, 3.25 miles, Killen 10, Rob Rideway. Right. Strathyre to Kingshouse Path to the Braes of Balquhidder. You are standing near the historic Kingshouse Junction. The name Kingshouse dates back to the 1700s when the inn near here was used by government troops travelling on the important military road between Stirling and Fort William. It was part of the wider military road network built in the 1700s to allow the government to deal quickly with uprisings by Highland clans. Arseholes. The 2-mile path between Strathyre and Kingshouse mainly follows the disused Calendar to Oban railway line, flat and traffic free. It is perfect for a gentle cycle or walk by the river, Bheag, and links with other paths if you want to explore further. It is part of the Route 7 of the National Cycle Network, which runs from Sunderland to Inverness. There's quite a lot of information on here. So, do I go to Balquhidder in the no camping zone? I don't think so. I've been to his grave loads of times. I'll put a link up or a photo up. I think I will head along the path and find somewhere to put the tent up, because it's going to get wet. Look at that coming. So I don't want to be stuck in that. Right, I'm going to go. Catch you later. See you later. Right. Right folks, so following that path along the side of the road, and it brings you up into this lovely forest. Again, it's going to rain shortly, so I'm just going to find somewhere and get the tent up as quick as possible. Somewhere that looks safe enough. Don't take anything to drop on top of me. See a nice wee clearing down there. We'll see. Have a comfortable night. Just had a nice meal. So, right, find somewhere to get the tent up. I shall speak to you shortly. Right folks, I've not done much filming after Kingshouse. Basically I'm just looking for somewhere to put the tent up before the rain comes. So you just follow the path along from that crossroads. Stay on the Route 7 cycle path. All the way it skips the road, in and out, through forest up to here. And come over this nice old bridge. Oh, tired. I need my sleeping bag. Aye, be a hell of a view and a half up here. Oh wow, that's Loch Earnhead down there. Let's get this side first then. Oh, I might not look over because I'm no good with heights unless it's on a hill. No, can't do it. That's as good as you're getting. Right. There's Loch Earnhead. I think Rob Roy had a house there. I'll have to check that. Right, over the bridge down here I'll find some much sleep. That's my plan. Knackered. I think Loch Earnhead's about 36 miles. Obviously I've done 15 on top of that as I come up from Killen. I think Loch Earnhead is about 36 miles. Oh bless. I've got to cross that. I'm scared of heights unless it's a mountain. I'm not filming you. I'm not filming me shitting myself. Yeah, so you follow it all the way through over the bridge to here, and I've got to cross that. Put the camera away so you don't hear me scream like a baby. Goodbye. Right folks, stay on cycle route 7. It skirts the main road. It keeps going up, then just before the other side of this bridge here, it splits off. There's a turn into Loch Earnhead itself. It's about half a mile. Or you come under this bridge and up part of the old railway line, up Glen Ogle. So I'm looking for somewhere to put up the tent. So that's where I'm going, because it sounds too busy down there. I'm here for peace and quiet. So we'll catch you later. Cheerio. Right folks, carry on up that cycle path after the railway bridge, and it twists and turns all the way up. It's quite hard to walk up. On one of the bends near the top, find this little place here. Alright, it's near some power lines, but if they fall they're not going to get me. Life's too bloody short to wait for that. Right folks, there's my bed for the night. So basically I'm overlooking Loch Earn. So yeah, there's Loch Earnhead down there. And Rob Roy is supposed to have had a house somewhere along the shore here. But just how true that is, I'm not sure. So, bed for the night. I'll get some wind come up the glen there. I'm going down Glen Ogle, which goes that way actually. So I might not be going down Loch... No, I'm not going down Loch Earnhead, because this walk follows Glen Ogle Hills, which is that way. So I'm not going that way. But still quite an impressive view for the night and first thing in the morning. I'll put yellow ties up so people can see the tent if they come down here with the bikes, and so I can get out. Yeah, I've got a double one there and a double one at the back, in case if it's windy. I'm hoping to get a wee bit of wind come through the vents and stop the condensation. But what a view. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So I can get shelter at the back and get my coffee on. Smashing. And the ground's quite soft, so I'll be okay. I looked at about 4 places on the way up here. But yeah. And I guess those 2 things will light up during the night, so at least I'll be able to see somewhere to have a pee in here if I need one. So there's my view. Happy with that. So the water bottles are filling up. There's a wee bit of treatment. Re-waxing when I get back. Camera bag's doing good. Just a shame about the dye. The dye I used covers well, but it comes off easy as well, so I'm going to go back to it was a freebie anyway, just to see if I would use them. But after this trip, no, I'll stick with what I had before. They do black as well, so right, I'm going to get in, get my bed organised, and have a cup of coffee and a well-earned drink, I don't feel hungry after the fish and chips. Which I'm a bit beat off at, to be honest. I'm going to sound like a titled Scotsman here. It said on the menu £8 something, £8.50 or £8.70 for the fish and chips. And about £4 for the pint. So, it doesn't even come to 15. Fuckers charged me £20.50. Keep forgetting to put that bloody charge on up here, don't they? For services. Get paid anyway. That's my gripe of the day. Oh, hand of the basketballs. Oh, look at that. That's just amazing. A big peak in the distance there. Oh, well, it looks like I've just beat the rain as well. Because that's coming, I can feel a few spits. So good. Yeah, I can feel a bit of rain. Right, I'm going to get in. Sit under there and have a wee view. Great. Catch you later. Cheerio. Right folks, it's Saturday evening at 6:30. That's the view from the tent over Lochearnhead and Loch Earn. So that's me, I've got the kilt off, everything's in the tent, I've had my pillow. Reach your face, because me. Oh, there's rabbits running around down there. That's cool. Yeah, so 6:30. I'm going to turn in, I've got my sleep bag out. Get tired, been a long day. But yesterday and today I feel fine. Coming through Aberfoyle. Yeah. Well, obviously it reminds me of my granny and Alice her still, you know. When I was 10 when she passed. Well, that's 46 years ago. I still think about her, still miss her. I think you always do when you love someone though, don't you? Right, I'm waffling, I'm wasting battery and card space. I'm going to say goodnight and I'll see you in the morning. Cheerio.